I think just
I
the-
soon
the
understand that
high-pitched
Yuri
one.
means what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read.
Oh, welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club, by the way.
Welcome back.
We're just jumping right
It's
in.
not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realise that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over.
Okay, well,
It looks like she's reading from my book instead.
that bitch.
We're like, sorry. I was just...
Yuri. Hold on. I gotta get into the... Oh, how does it go?
She's just like me.
You
Hello?
don't really apologise. You really apologise a lot, don't you?
I do. I really do. I'm changing it. For this one part. You're welcome. Sorry.
Stop!
I mean...
I don't know what that was. How does he laugh?
I don't know.
Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's. Then I'll my book more between the two of them.
Can I do the narration?
Yeah, sure. Go
Because
ahead.
Natsuki doesn't talk that much.
That's true, yeah.
Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open.
I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page.
Yeah.
Oh, a new picture.
Hello.
Oh, hello.
Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger.
Oddly specific.
Ah.
I do the same with my right arm, on the right side of the book.
Aw.
That way, I turn a page, and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side.
That's adorable.
But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision.
Were you ready?
What?
To turn the page?
Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second.
I glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her.
That's okay. You know what is used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do. Probably.
Yeah.
Since you've been so patient with me.
Yeah. Thanks. Yeah. I've got to do that more often. Yeah, thanks.
We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side.
What is this? Some
catches it
kind
under
of
her own thumb.
fan fiction?
It's book porn.
Oh god. Hey Yuri. This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit.
You think so? How does she? I can't.
Are you turning?
I can't get
Just
back
go to
into the
British.
accent.
Just go to British.
It's so natural.
Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways. But she's also second guesses all the things that she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong.
Oh,
She's like really insecure.
It's not like I could see into your head.
look
or
at her
anything.
side eye though.
Oh god. But you're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms.
Bitch, excuse me.
I see. What? Where are we sitting?
Yuri remains silent for a moment.
Why are you snapping?
But ugh. That's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her.
Oh, good.
What have I done?
I'm trying to get back into my bus and it's not working. That's so embarrassing that you think that.
Whoa, wait. I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know if you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. Obviously. I guess I more meant that it's kind of cute.
That's not really great either. What are you saying all of a sudden?
There you go.
Okay, everyone.
Yeah!
Exclaimed.
I think it's about time that we share today's poems with each other.
Fucking finally.
We might not have enough time if we wait too long.
Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought.
Is that alright, Yuri?
Fucking of course it is. I'm ready to move on.
You, look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this.
It's not... It's fine.
Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb.
Fucking ouch!
My thumb is bleeding!
Oh, God! Alright.
So calm.
I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you?
I guess they don't have too much of a preference either way.
In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know?
That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time.
And then write a book report.
In triplicate.
I want it on my desk.
Alright.
Oh, I stand up.
On my desk.
I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, and then slip it back into my bag.
I can't do that because then my mind kind of wanders and I lose where I put...
By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, we did do that.
Oh, just,
Yes.
of
course.
We picked all those words, remember?
We picked all those specific words for our future wife.
Oh, I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing.
Oh, God.
I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before.
Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with?
We don't actually read our own poems, which is upsetting.
What?
Any suggestions for this one?
Just like the high-pitched.
I would see her high-pitched.
Yeah,
Somebody
go with
has
it.
to have a high-pitched.
Yeah,
voice.
go with it for like now.
I can't wait.
Sayori and Monika
Monika.
enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook.
I love hers.
On the other hand, Monika writes hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monika's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself.
Are we by ourselves?
Who should I show my poem to first?
Who do you think?
Sayori.
Natsuki.
God damn it.
God damn it.
Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her.
Oh, God.
I can trust her opinion to be fair.
Oh. Her poems are confusing as fuck.
As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten.
Exceptional.
Eh? What was that?
I said it sucks.
Huh? I said you look shitty.
Oh.
I said you smell like shit. Oh, Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. With her hair, apparently.
And some weird red.
Blushy.
Exactly.
What is that sound?
Just make the sound.
You.
He's going to hate me.
You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri.
You literally complimented him. That's... I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? So, what kinds of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before.
What?
You used all those words to impress her specifically.
That's true. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really.
Huh?
Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem like...
You fucking lied! You copied!
Well, I know that. I just meant,
Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words in the poem, as if breaking it down more thoroughly.
yeah. Okay.
End of analysis.
This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers.
Analysis complete.
And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter. I'm totally changing my accent while I'm talking.
To the topic matter.
and they fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened.
Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert.
Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There were so many different skills and techniques that go into writing, even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased though.
Oh.
Biased? How?
Well.
Upon the moon.
Never mind.
Yeah.
I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry.
Oh, it's fine.
I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki.
Do you mind if I read your poem now?
Sure.
That is not what she said. Read it!
Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it.
Yuri smiles dreamily,
She
as if
talks
that's a
so
rare
very
opportunity
much.
for her. Yeah, she does.
She's like, she
I mean,
talks
it's-
way too much.
Yeah.
But I find that attractive.
After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? You stupid bitch.
This hurt poems are so...
Ghosts under the light!
Oh my god.
Just
The
one.
tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past, the light flickers. I flicker back.
Da, da, da.
Dawn!
What the fuck was that?
What?
I'm sorry I have such
I'm actually surprised I was
terrible
able to
handwriting.
read with her handwriting like that. What? I wasn't thinking at all.
But it took you a long time to read.
That's because Noah was being an idiot. He was being dramatic.
Of course, I'm supposed to read this. I have to at least make it. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty.
Hmm? That's not really.
Also, I like the poem.
Did you?
Don't know what anything it was about, even though it's short. It is really descriptive. About a street light, and I think there was like some kind of blue
future. It
the
was
future
like
in a blue-green color.
Kind of like a Christmas Carol vibe. I definitely.
I definitely
past, present, and future.
something
there.
like that. Yeah.
Future's like
Touch
blue or
my
something.
robe.
Yeah, yeah.
It was in there somewhere.
Right? Touch my robe. That was the best part.
That was the best
in there,
part.
right?
It wasn't
Ebenezer.
too short.
With Ebenezer Scrooge and everything.
I usually write longer poems.
Please don't. Continue.
I'm really glad you like it. Hello? I'm sorry. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose.
That was easy to digest.
Well,
Was it? No.
Well, Yuri, I don't want to eat your poem.
Maybe some biodegradable paper would be better. Are you into ghosts, Yuri?
I like dead things. I'm Luigi all of a sudden. Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all.
What?
The fuck?
What is it about? We're gonna find
She's
out.
gonna tell you, 'cause
Next,
she's
we're gonna find out next time on Wise-Mann Gaming.
Oh, we don't get to find out this time.
She's got
No,
a
we have
big
to
ass
find-
mouth.
What?
What?
She talks too much.
Oh well, we're talking to her specifically.
Yeah.
You should have picked a character that had so many
I
lines
know,
of dialogue.
God damn it!
Should have given it to one of us.